Let us watch that. Listen carefully. You go on to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is telling you about all these things. Observe the Sabbath day and all those things. Christians don't observe the Sabbath day. They don't. Those who do, I don't know how well. The other things that they will not do also. They do the Sabbath, but they will not do other things. It's really crazy. We move on to Deuteronomy 24. It reveals that, and you said, surely the Lord our God has shown us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice from the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that God speaks with man, yet he still lives. They also knew or believed that somehow if God also speaks with him, that person would die. The more ways and means to keep the crowd believing in something negative, something which isn't realistic, in order to get them, to be in the state of not knowing, so he can still be ruled and controlled and that kind of thing. In 6, we see it as a great commandment is sort of revealed. And if you go to 13, it says, you shall fear the Lord your God and serve him, and shall take oath in his name. Why would you? Fearing the God you serve and taking oath in his name. You can imagine. I don't know what you think of it, but if you listen to most of the time the videos, you will see where I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, where my thoughts is about. You shall take oath in his name. No. And fear the Lord and serve him. If we move on to Deuteronomy 7, blessings and obedience. It says in verse 2, and when the Lord your God delivers them over to you, you shall conquer them and utterly destroy them. You shall make no covenant with them, nor show mercy to them. This is Jehovah speaking. According to the Bible, he is giving a decree of what they should do if it comes to it. The blessings of obedience. Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than you. And when the Lord your God delivers them over to you, God will bring them to you so that you crack them loose, you sort of destroy them and kill them. And he gives such instructions, And I would say to you that if you listen to what I'm saying here, compare it to the Quran or the Bible and the Quran and all that, and compare it to today. That man who is putting you or me or somebody at a gunpoint to take your money from you, or to take your possession from you, or put you at a gunpoint to command you to do something that you willfully wouldn't do or want to do, have no intention of doing. He wants you to do that. He put you to the gunpoint and threaten you to do it. The same way this book is compared to. So the actions that has been that a weapon, like a gun and all the weapon, in some way this is a weapon. The books are also a weapon. Weaponry, warfare weaponry to do justice to man in the way that he sees fit. Someone will see you and says, I'm inviting you to a church. What is he trying to say to you? Indirectly, you're being judged that you are not. You need to be saved, you need to be helped, and you have to come in the church for you to be well, or else you're doomed for life, for hell. Why should somebody think along that line if he hasn't even met you before? So the book is a weapon by itself. The statement here that we read from Allah or from Jehovah will tell you straight that this is what you must do. It gives you the encouragement to fight. It is a weapon to destroy, to cast. Sometimes it even gives threatening gestures to put you in a situation of calmness, to calm you down, so that you will obey, you will submit. What are the threatening gestures I can give you from here? It says if you read the book, it tells you that the world is coming to an end, so you must surrender to God. So many instances in the book of Revelations, there's a lot there. In the Quran, there's a lot of it. The resurrection, the last moment, last day, where the world will come to an end, where it tells you in the book that God will resurrect. He will raise the dead people. The book believes in resurrection. The omniscient and omnipotent God, resurrection, acknowledge resurrection, and the Quran will say He will raise you from the last moment for judgment, and put you right, that kind of thing. So it is there in the Quran and it's there in the Bible. So these suggestions that has been made in this book, why is that? Why do you think these suggestions are there in this book, believing in resurrection and using it as a key to sort of trap people down? Yeah, that's what is there. To trap you, to put you in a situation where you will find yourself wanting, fearing, and then you will follow the guidance of the book. You will follow, because when you are threatened in that way, you are bound to be obedient to what the book is saying. What the book is saying, or what the advice that the book wants to give you, and you have to be attentive, because your life, you're going to die. Why wouldn't you listen to the book? Why wouldn't you take Allah's advice? And I put you on a gunpoint, and I put gun upon you right now. You are going to die. Why won't you listen to what I have to say? If I want you to give me money, you give me money. If I want you to go and do anything, you have to do it. Because if you don't do it, you don't follow my rules and my instructions, I'll kill you with a gun. The same thing, the power of the books. This is what the power of the book is. There are suggestive things that make you live in fear. We read that one, it tells you, fear your Lord your God, the one who is able to destroy your soul. The same way it is, the world will come to an end and they destroy you. You have to repent, or else God will destroy you. He will make you a cripple, or He will end your life, and your life gets ended anyway. But this is the book telling you, giving you suggestive, statements which keeps you in a situation where you are always thinking of what will happen next. It gives you that fear all the time, just like a gun, someone putting a gun over your head and wishing for your death. That's the difference. It's a weapon. The book is a weapon. These books are weapons. So just like a gun. So you can compare it that way. I mean, it's strange, but these are the fact of the matter. I'm not making it up. I want you to sort of think about it yourself and see which way best to move on. We are discovering the answers, and I believe that those answers will give us the headway of which way to go. Yes, I'm trying to let you understand that as we cherish these books, and those who hold them, if you take it also then hold it, you have got a weapon. It will first threaten that person that you are trying to let him know of some sort of calmness. You're trying to tell the person that if you become obedient, God will embrace you nicely and give you the happiness you want. If you become very obedient, God will be merciful to you. I mean, if I'm obedient, if I'm very much obedient, why wouldn't you? Anybody will be merciful to me. Unless that person is crazy, is mad. But if you're not, then God will crush you. Yes, if you are stubborn and you are terrible, you face your problem there. Because if you go out there, you come upon me and you are trying to be stubborn and disturb me, I'll have to defend myself and I have to stop you if I can in any means. So if that's the same attitude approach to God, of course He will answer you. He will put you through a bad state. So what are they trying to say God is merciful and just and all that? I expect more. I expect more with my idea of God. And I put it to you. I want you also to sort of reconsider it, and you have nothing to lose, a lot to gain.